What's going on, YouTube and cryptocurrency family? My name is Harry. I'm Crypto Vet. Thank you for tuning back in. A lot of excitement today because we're up on XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, potentially setting new all-time highs. I personally still don't think we're there yet, but I'm going to go over a couple different scenarios that I'm seeing in the charts to give you the best understanding of what is going on right now and should you buy, should you sell, completely up to you guys, but I'm going to give you my take here. So if you like that, if you like the news, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Really helps me out. If you haven't already, follow me on Twitter at XRP Veterinarian. Links for Twitch and Discord will be down below. And this time today, I will be streaming right after I'm done with this video, so probably be about 7 to 8 p.m. Texas time, just so we can go into the charts, see where the daily closes at, and kind of see if maybe we can enter some trades, because I'm getting close to potentially entering some longs, but I do need some key things to be figured out. So let's go ahead and get started. Also guys, I've been adding timestamps. I had a few complaints that my video intros were way too long, so do apologize for that. But it's just for anybody new who comes to the channel. And now I'm just talking more, making it even longer, probably pissing you off more, so whatever. But I'm adding timestamps down below, so if you just want to go straight into it, I'll have them labeled like Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and then if I am doing any other type of altcoins, those will also be down below. But let's get started here. If we head over to CoinMarketCap, right now you can see that we have some green here on the board, which is good. Our actual total market cap is back above 2 trillion, which is something I definitely like to see. Very, very much so seeing signs that alt season is literally right around the corner. I know I've been saying that in the past, but it's not something that just happens like overnight. We see the signs start to slowly develop, and then there is a catalyst that causes it, and then over the next couple of weeks is when we see that capitulation in the altcoins. So the drop of Bitcoin dominance now below 50, as well as our market cap overall going up, but Bitcoin's price not drastically going up. These are the things that we need to look for when we start to see the alt seasons take off. Looking here, we can see that a lot of Ethereum based projects are taking off and going crazy from Matic all the way down the list here. We're seeing 20, 30, 40% gains. And then if we go to the biggest losers, what I like to see, no more than about 5-10% on the biggest losers, showing us that money is flowing back in. Thus, we see the market cap and everything else going up. But let's go ahead and just take a look at that Bitcoin dominance. We've been slowly trickling down here on the weekly, down to 50, and we're slowly making our way to my target of around the 40 to 45 area of where I think Bitcoin dominance will go to. We could potentially set new lows with how much interest there is in altcoins overall. We don't know yet, right? But what we do know is that we have dropped down to around 35 before, and potentially we could do that again and make a big double bottom here, and Bitcoin goes to do amazing things. Who the fuck knows? We don't know, right? Right now, from what we're seeing, we're about to break through our last bit of support here. You can see where this was resistance in the past. We're holding it as support right now. Once we break through that, it's pretty much going to be a free fall, and we'll probably see some of these big red candles on the dominance like we saw back during January, December of 2017, when Ethereum, XRP, and all them made their all-time highs right after Bitcoin found its top. So, let's go ahead and head over to Bitcoin here. You guys know that I was saying how back in the past we have bounced off the 20 and the 13 weekly EMA, and when our RSI at the same time was getting close to oversold around 30, we have bounced in a bull run. Touched, bounced, touched, bounced. Well, right now we finally touched that on the daily RSI, but the one thing we haven't done is we have not touched this 20 weekly exponential moving average. Do we have to touch it? No. I would feel a lot more comfortable if we had, especially because we were so fucking close to it, right? I mean, literally like one little dick away from this fucker, but we didn't quite hit it. So what does this mean now? Well, we can see here the last time when we bounced off of it here, we came up and we got rejected on the 20 daily exponential moving average. And right now we are coming to battle that 20 daily exponential moving average here. And then right above that, we've got the big even of 60,000 right up here, which we struggled to get over. We've got all this traded volume here from 56,000 all the way up to 58, 59,000. And this is potentially where a lot of sellers could finally go, okay, maybe it's time for me to get out. Not bad for Bitcoin overall, healthy, because we need to build good support at this area if we want to go up, because when we come back down, we want to find a new area to hold as we can continue to go up in price, right? So in the short term, personally, I think that we will get rejected right here and that we will start to trade sideways. And this will be very, very good for Bitcoin to build good support. You know, nothing can go up in a straight line. We need some sideways consolidation, in my opinion. And at this time, this is when we'll start to see the altcoins absolutely start to take off. Nothing like you've seen. Like, I mean, XRP going from 50, 60 cents up to almost $2. That's just the first baby wave before we start to see the really, really big waves. Ethereum, you know, steadily moving all the way up to 25, 2600. You know, we could easily double that. So right now, we have lots of bullish looking potential on Bitcoin here. Had the bounce on the RSI, had good support on the moving average here. So now, if we follow what happened before, we got rejected, and then we came down to confirm that that moving average was indeed very, very, very good support. So I would like to see us either come here and come back down, find support, or get above the 20 daily and then start to trade sideways between 55 and 60,000. Continue to build this and get above it, and then continue on from there. But until we do that, I'm still going to be a little bit worried about Bitcoin. You know, I don't think that we're going to drop down to 20K. Is the potential there? Of course it is, guys. I'm just a doctor / idiot. This is not financial advice. I'm just a day trader now and been doing this for a while, and this is just what I see, you know, and I just want to give you guys my take on what I think is happening and what is going to occur. So personally, I think after this big drop, we are going to consolidate here. And another supporting reason for this is we have zero volume. I mean, if we look down here at the bottom, we have hardly any volume except for sell volume, and the volume is steadily getting lower and lower. So typically when you have price going one way, so if price is going up and volume's going down, we have a reversal because the volume's not there unless there's a huge spike in volume to change that, right? Same with if the price is going down and the volume's also going down, we could potentially see a huge spike in volume and have it get sent the other way. So right now, if we were to zoom in, say to like the 4 hour here, we can see that our volume is trending down as we've been going. And as it's trending down here, we had this huge spike in volume where we had this giant wick to the downside right here. This was bought up very, very quickly right before the daily close. And then right after the daily close, all these short sellers got absolutely fucked, came up, and then it met our target from this little triangle. This triangle's been moved so many times, but we met our target, and the target was right below the 20 daily exponential moving average. This rounding off here is not something I like. Typically, we start to round off, we come crashing back down, but we have this decrease in volume while the price is going up. So that means not many people are buying it as the price is going up. So at some point, someone selling could just throw this price right back down. And when we see this come up, we could have actually the exact same thing happen right back down to the downside. So if this was to happen, this is just hypothetical, no clue if this is, but we have a drop down. We're coming down, we built support here, we came up, we get rejected, we come down, and then this proves to be support. We could have a jump to the upside where we get above this, form potentially a little reverse head and shoulders pattern with something like this as the neckline. As you can see, we have this descending channel here that we went under, came up. You know, we could have a very, very nice bounce to the upside, and if something like this was to happen, you can see that it's going to put us very close to exactly at our previous all-time high to retest it. So just a possible scenario. Who knows if this is actually going to happen, but with what the charts are doing right now, it looks like that we will get rejected at this 20 daily exponential moving average. We're slowly trending up to the overbought area on the RSI while our volume is decreasing. If we get a huge volume spike right here, pushes us up above, and we start to hold there, I will change my mind. But for right now, no volume, I don't believe it. You're just wearing a mask and you're trying to fuck me. Don't like it. So I'm still just chilling back, waiting here for Bitcoin. Now, because of this, what's happening in Bitcoin, I'm still worried about Ethereum and XRP. Because if we go to, say, Ethereum right now, we can see that Ethereum's blazing its own path here. We have Bitcoin and Ethereum against each other, Ethereum on the top, Bitcoin on the bottom on the daily. And you can see that they were trending together until about right here where Ethereum came up. But then as Bitcoin fell off again, Ethereum had to retest this daily moving average. So the interest in Ethereum and the want to buy Ethereum is there. Lots of support below, lots of traded volume. But now Bitcoin is actually the opposite. So right now we are below our point of control. We are below the 20 daily exponential moving average. We don't have as much interest. So at this point, Ethereum could set the trail for altcoins and everything to do their own thing while Bitcoin consolidates. And this decoupling could be very, very, very beneficial for capitulating on the altcoins and making a lot of money. So right now with Ethereum potentially setting all-time highs, I do think it is a good time to buy Ethereum if you haven't already. Remember, this is not for like day trading, because if Bitcoin drops again here another 5 or 10%, yeah, Ethereum will probably come back down to test the 20 daily again, unless everybody just says, fuck Bitcoin, start selling their Bitcoin, turns it into Ethereum at the same time, and then they want to start trading that in altcoins. Alt season officially starts, and at that point they will decouple from what Bitcoin's doing until enough money is made, and then money leaves the alts and goes back into Bitcoin, if that makes sense. So right now I'm starting to watch Ethereum and a lot of the alts very, very much more closely because of what we're starting to see here. And if we took a look into Ethereum and XRP a little bit more, we can head over to, which chart is it? So those were some ones I was trying. Let's, here we go. Let's take a look at Ethereum against Bitcoin on the weekly and XRP against Ethereum or against Bitcoin on the weekly. And you guys know that I was talking about this very, very long downtrend that Ethereum has finally broken out of here and is now potentially moving to the upside. Broke out, confirmed, and moving up, where we could see a fucking Ethereum worth like 0.12, 0.2, or 1214 Bitcoin. You know, think about what Bitcoin is right now, 50, 60,000. 0.1 of that, that's $5,000 to $7,000 in per Ethereum if you want to transfer back to US dollar, right? But let's see what happened back in 2017. If we start to zoom in, we can see that we had something very similar happen at the exact same time, right? We had this very, very big triangle here. When we came up and broke out of it, it started to trend up. And this was just during November 2017, right before the alt season, where Ethereum finally decoupled. Bitcoin found its top here. It started to go up. If you look on XRP during the exact same time right here, long downtrend, XRP or Bitcoin found its top, XRP went shooting up, Ethereum went shooting up. So looking at these charts right here, we can see that when they start to find their bottom and finally get above that resistance, that's when the alt season occurred. So we can see here, Ethereum got above, came down, and is starting to trend up. If we look at XRP in the same manner, I have this line drawn, and I know it's drawn in between, and someone in the Discord mentioned that, but the reason why is if you actually look, you can see that this candle body ends right here at the 14,236 Satoshi level. So I'm at the top of this one here, and I'm trying to get the most candle bodies and most wicks included to show that that is the most accurate. And that's just my method of doing charts. You know, you can do it however you like. We can see we have touch, touch, touch here, and right here we have a lot of resistance that confirms that this line is correct there. Now look here, we got above it, and now we're on week 3 of confirming it and heading to the upside above our daily, above our weekly exponential moving averages. And if you saw my other video before on where we were finally breaking this area on the Bitcoin to XRP chart here, you can see that we had this big W. We got rejected when we got too high over. Bitcoin's like, nah, homie, too much, shut down, formed another one, a W pattern out of a downtrend, shows a trend reversal, double bottom at the same time. You know, it's just your interpretation or how you want to look at it, but we have this is low enough, we came up, this is low enough, need to go up, and we broke this trend line. You know, just a simple move of this bad boy up to here, and you know, this isn't trying to be super accurate or anything. You can see we met that from bottom to top, and now we are trending in this area, but now also over this very, very long 3.5 year resistance or so. I had to do math in my head. That was difficult, right? So much for me being Asian. I suck at doing math right now. So we got above this trend line and we're confirming it as support now. So let's say if XRP was to do the same thing that we expect Ethereum to do, like let's just not even do a full measurement. Let's just do a little baby one. We're talking back up to 13,000, 14,000 sats on XRP in the next couple of weeks and months. these pumps are going to happen again. So very, very bullish that we are very, very close to the alt season. I know that was kind of a rant, but like you can't beat the fact that we have gotten above big macro resistances here in the past couple of weeks. And the last time that happened, we've had big moves to the upside. If we zoom into XRP here on the short term, because I know a lot of people ask me questions on Twitter, and I was saying I'm still not very bullish on XRP yet because we need to hold above the 0.382 fib line. We need to get above the VPVR. And I know a lot of people have been giving me shit about the VPVR. The only reason I do this is because the VPVR to me tells me when people are finally on the same page, right? I don't use this indicator purely by itself, but this is telling me where most people are hanging out with. And if you want to be a successful trader, you got to go with the group, right? If you go against the group, you're going to be wrong, right? If more people are buying and you're selling, and the price is going to go up and vice versa, right? So typically when you hear stuff going on, you want to do the opposite of what you hear people are doing. But when you look at the charts, you got to listen to what the charts are saying, because this is what people are actually doing, not what they're saying that they're doing, right? So it gets long and compuzzled, but in the end, with more people are actually selling right here, I know that the price is actually going to go down a little bit because there's more people selling than there are buying. So when I'm trading, I want to know that everybody's on the same page. Everybody's ready for this to go up. Everybody's ready to put money in, and not many people are willing to sell, because that's what's going to actually drive the price up. So until we got above the 145, 146 area, I wasn't ready to enter a long. And I drew this triangle yesterday as a hypothetical triangle because this was the measured move that we had from the pump that Bitcoin had. And XRP hadn't yet truly decoupled from Bitcoin, and we were just following the price action. Well, if we look at this, we met my target exactly, and now we've been trading here above the point of control and above the 0.382. We came down, confirmed the 0.382, and now we need to get above this trend line. If we cannot get above it, we're most likely going to have a little bit of a drop to the downside. That doesn't mean it's over. It just means that we need to figure out where the support is below us before we can go up, because the support right here wasn't good enough. So we come back down, say we build some support here on this 20 daily where we had good support before we fell through it. We come back down, find good support here. We could have the volume we need and the pump to the upside to get back above the VPVR and continue the trend. And just copying over the fractal that we have from right here, if we bring it right to this side from where the bottom is, you can see pump from the bottom, have some issues. We could drop down, come up, confirm, and then continue getting over the next fib line, getting against above $2, above our previous high for the year, and we can continue the bull run, right? Just one possible scenario, but this is the scenario that I would feel safer actually putting in margin trading, where I'm going to actually bet XRP that I could lose in the long term on leverage, right? Now, another scenario is if we have this potential falling wedge here that we broke out of. This here could get us right back up to where we were, our previous high for the year, and then we could just end up continuing a pattern that could take another couple of months to actually play out. Do I think that's going to happen? Personally, no, but XRP loves to stretch out these patterns where everybody starts talking that this is going to happen, this is going to happen, and most of the time they're right. It's just they don't expect the correction that occurs afterwards. And XRP loves to trade sideways. You know, right now XRP could just end up doing something like this here, and then we'll be right here in the middle for the next couple of days until Ethereum or something actually makes a move that sets off a catalyst. Then we'll come up, get rejected, come back down, and then up here we'll finally build up. Everybody will get bullish, they'll get fucked, it fakes them out, comes down here, everybody shorts, and then boom, that's when it'll go. You know, XRP loves to do shit like that. So right now, until I get more information that everybody is on the same page, and for me, that is going to be once we get above this resistance here, because before it was here, we got above it, and then we didn't really form much of a pattern. You know, if we were to zoom in right now onto like the 15-minute, it gets kind of difficult to figure out if we're just in a little bit of a bull flag or if potentially we are forming like a diamond pattern, because we've got almost a flat line here, maybe something like this, and this is a bull flag, and we got little W patterns. But till we get above this and break out of this descending channel, I'm still chilling back and waiting. So I hope that kind of gives you guys an idea on where I'm at with the market. You know, in the macro trend, I'm very, very bullish. I'm accumulating wherever I can. Of course, I didn't get my orders filled in below 80 cents, but those were just kind of YOLO buyback ins. They may still get filled. I did buy in about 75% within the 90 to $1 range, just because I was like, man, I didn't even think it was going to go this low, but it did. So I bought back in. Now I'm waiting. Time will be your best friend in the long run. Trying to margin trade and stuff like that is something I do for fun to show you that it can be profitable, but it's very difficult. And once I lose a little bit, my risk management is appropriate to manage more profits than losses. And, you know, if I'm wrong, I have to sit back and wait till I come up with a new plan. So I hope you like that. If you have any questions, you know, hit me up and I will be streaming here soon. Catch you guys in the next one.